franchise dealers, they're soon going to have to carry a good percentage of EVs on their respective lots. And there's some obvious costs involved in transitioning to that type of vehicle. And I think it affects the front end and the back end of the dealership, especially finding, going back to your tech challenge you mentioned earlier. So it kind of made me think of this, who may end up having to be more like IT people. So how are you planning on this long-term inevitability around EVs?
Great question. It's difficult in our area. We're like by the beach, mainly retirees around here. It's like, let's just say our area is like the slow adopter, which is cool because if what's happening in the cities or even like up in Myrtle Beach, we can kind of wait, and then execute because we can see what happens before it happens, that's great. But yeah, it's challenging. I'm not going to lie. It's, the amount of money we're spending on our facilities, the amount of training, the amount of hoops we have to jump through is very challenging. And in the back of our minds, especially being where we're located, it's kind of like, well, how is it going to be long term? Like, is our market area going to adopt this EV type of vehicle like the government or whoever is wanting, And, we've got 2 Arias on the ground, which is the Nissan electric vehicle, which is cool. We got those a couple weeks ago, but it's like the Lyric is still not here. We were supposed to have it at the beginning of the year. And it's like, if that's lagging, how much is the infrastructure lagging? Because that has to be in place. And who's paying for that? And that ain't cheap either. And then again, yeah, like training, like the front end of the deals, you're pretty much making no money. The back end, you can't really make a whole lot unless somebody develops a new contract that just protects whatever it is on EV. But like you said too, it's like half my techs back there are these good old boys who never want to touch an EV. And so, you got to start training people and coaching people on how, like these younger, I think it's really going to be the younger generation who's going to come up, and you do sell them on the technology aspect of it, because that's essentially what it is. You're like have a technical, like an engineering kind of thing. But yeah, I think EVs are great. It's just my big question that I would pose is how affordable is this going to be to people? I mean, what about the people in the town over that are still driving 1990 whatever beater cars, we call them? Like, what are they going to do if you're forcing EVs on them? How are they going to afford it? How are they going to be able to afford a charger at their house? It's just so many questions, and I hope those questions can be answered. You have to think, with technology changing as rapidly as it has in our time, there will be an answer. It's just figuring that answer out, and how do we as the dealer prepare for that and convince our customers and sell our customers these cars and make it affordable for them, because, right now it's kind of almost like a luxury thing for people. It's a lot of customers who will buy EVs, or it's like kind of like their second car. So most people can barely afford their first car. And that's the biggest thing for me, is just where do we as the dealer fit in to still help people?
Yeah, like the woe is me side of me wants to just say, why won't they just let the market decide what people buy? But then the other side is like, look, you can't control it, so you might as well prepare for it, right? So
exactly.
that's the battle.